This small leafcutter colony has established a foothold in a clearing near the base of a tree. Their location provides prime access to lucrative harvesting grounds which have gone unchallenged for the past few weeks. However, unbeknownst to the ants, the peace is about to be broken. A scourge is drawing in. It will be here by morning. The ants have uncovered a Heterophrenius Battersea whip spider hiding beneath the leaf litter. This unnerving arachnid feels its way through the undergrowth with modified antenna-like forelegs. When it finds a target, it snatches forward with enormous pedipalps, impaling its victim on deadly spines. The ants must fight. Several meters south of the nest, a legion of nomadic Eciton Berkeley army ants are preparing to march. They set up camp late last night, and will now conduct daily swarming raids on the surrounding areas until they see fit to move on. This humble leafcutter stronghold will soon lie directly in their path. The army ants have arrived. They will sweep eastward, swarming everything they find. Larvae-filled ant colonies are particularly ripe for culling. Only a substantial defensive force with the right tools to repel the aggressors will be left alone. The leafcutters must prove to the invaders that they are more trouble than they are worth. If the army ants can be pushed back beyond leafcutter territory, they will likely give this area a wide berth until it's time for them to relocate their nest. The ants must defend themselves. Occasionally, scouts will head out from the swarm frontier in search of live prey for the horde. If they find anything of significance, they will call for reinforcements. A battalion of soldiers can respond in seconds. These rove beetle larvae pose a serious threat to the minim workers. They will need to be exterminated quickly. The army ants are extending their foraging activities. Space is running out. The workers have done all they can to improve this refuse dump. As dusk sets in, the army and foraging activity begins to settle. The Aceton forces are reconvening to join a giant bivouac formed of their own bodies, where they will wait out the night. For the Atters, this is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves. The ants must fight. The ants must defend themselves. The ants must fight. The jungle stirs. The sound of panicked arthropods running from danger can be heard throughout the leaf litter, and the ant birds are circling overhead. The swarm has returned. The ants must fight. An army ant scouting party has spotted the leafcutters. They must not be allowed to report back to the swarm. Army ant scouts have reported recent leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound. After taking significant losses in their efforts to subdue the leafcutters, the swarm raiders have been pushed back. The leafcutters must press on to keep them at bay. The Leafcutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements. An enemy scouting troop has been overwhelmed by the Atta soldiers. An army ant scouting party has spotted the Leafcutters. They must not be allowed to report back to the swarm. An army ant scout has reported recent Leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Against impossible odds, the soldiers of the Atta stronghold met the tyrannical intruders with ferocious defiance time and time again. Unable to break their lines and after tremendous losses, the army ant swarm has finally elected to move on. For the Leafcutters, the ultimate trial is over.